Hello, YouTube. Today I thought it would be fun if I went over my opinions on the currently airing Spring 2024 anime. I'm not watching them all, but I'm watching a few of them, and I've got some strong opinions about some of them. Now, certainly, I have dropped a few along the way, and I might even drop a few that I'm going to mention today. But for now, I will go over my opinions now that everything's aired at least one episode, although most of them are about halfway at this time. I'll start with a salad bowl of eccentrics. This show is unexpected, to say the least. So you have these characters who got transported into this world. It reminds me of The Great Jahi. But the difference here is there's Sada, the main character. But she's kind of, I would say Sada's taking a back seat to who I would consider the standout character of the show, Livia. Oh my goodness, Livia is going through it in every episode. She comes to this world while Sada is able to find a guy who will keep her in a house and stuff. Livia, she has to be one for the streets. She's homeless for the first half of the show until the last episode. She did a pretty good job at being homeless. I mean, if anybody could do it, it's Livia, because she can do anything. But oh my gosh, it just makes for such comedy watching Livia run around the streets trying to figure out a way to live. She's found herself with Asumi, the runaway. A great character design, by the way. Love the hair. Asumi is a musician without a band. The craziest plot of the show so far is the cult that saw Livia perform magic, and now their cult leader, Noah, hunted down Livia.
救世主様。間違いありません。あなたこそが天が使わした救世主様なのですね。はい。
They're making statues of Livia to sell so they can make a whole religion out of praising Livia. Oh my goodness. Like, that is so unhinged. Like, sorry, Sada, you can't really compete with that. I hope she gets in the mix too. I hope so. That would be very fun. I do like Sada, but like, you got outshined, girl. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, Livia is living with that cult leader, Noah, now. Just, the character dynamics in this show are quite fun, and I think it's going to be a fun back half. I think I'll end up finishing this show. A show I'm not so sure about is Astro Note. For the most part, it's boring and forgettable. It's got an alien main character, which is a great concept. She's even got a talking dog accompanying her. Like, it should be fun, but I just find the characters a bit bland. There was some intrigue in the most recent episode with Adada, who appeared. And she got her whole backstory. She's a very fun character, and that backstory, it was surprisingly serious for this show. I'm not sure it'll be enough to keep me watching for the rest of the season, but there was a bit of hope. Onto a show which just had one episode so far. It's Demon Slayer with the Hashira training arc. Every character is back in the mix, for better or for worse. And it's certainly for the worse with some of them. I really enjoyed last season because Inosuke and Zenitsu were not in the season. Their character introduction is when the first season started to lose my attention a little bit. I just find them to be the most insufferable characters.
Trash, filth, trash, garbage, dumpster, trash.
I won't give them too much focus. They don't deserve my time. I'm glad to see Nezuko out living her life now instead of just being trapped in the box.
そして禰豆子さんが太陽を克服した。
I hope that she keeps progressing forward. It has been a little disappointing that she's just been like relegated to the mascot previously, but with the development that she can be out in the sun, that should breathe some excitement. And I hope she doesn't just get relegated to the mascot again, and that was just like her one big moment. Mitsuri was a character I really enjoyed last season, and she had me cracking up again in this episode. Love, love, love. So fun. Love, love! I wonder what's going on with Gyu.
富岡さん、柱稽古に参加してないのか。
Gyu is just very grumpy, but like, I know there's something else going on there, because please. Duh. He's not just being moody for no reason, surely. But I'm intrigued to see where that goes. What I'm most excited for is the Shinobu and Tamayo link up.
鬼である私を鬼殺隊の本拠地へ。
Those are like my two favorite characters. I just think they're so fun and exciting, and they just breathe life into the screen. I'm very intrigued to see how Tamayo gets along with the Demon Slayer as being a demon herself. Should be very interesting. But I'm really excited for this season. I have hope. My main concern is I think there might be a bit of character blow. I think that, do they have too many characters? Are we to kill some off? Are we going to kill the right ones off? Are we going to kill the wrong ones off? I don't know. I'm worried for the girls. The guys can all die for all I care.
Death to all of them.
Sorry, not sorry. The next anime is Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. I struggled to get into this one for a few episodes, mostly for one reason. Watching the first episode, I was taken by Miko. I just loved her energy, and when the other girls were stealing her shine in the show, I got a little irritated because she was just having a good time. I think Kano in general is a pretty harsh and rude character, maybe a little entitled. Like, I don't like hate her, but she kind of rubs me the wrong way. She's not my favorite character in the show by any means. I can respect her, but I side-eye her a bit, and I have ever since that first episode. Not the best way to introduce your characters by having them put somebody else down. I was won over by the introduction of Kiwi. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's got her pink hair, and she had a surprisingly deep backstory, and I found it very compelling. It was an emotional episode, and I'm glad that she's found her way with the girls now. I'm excited to see her continued growth. Now, last episode gave me everything I wanted. Miko came back, and we got her full backstory, and it was the best episode of the season.
Listen, you can't keep a baddie down.
I knew what I saw. I saw star power with that one, and that's exactly what I got. But in the episode, we find out that Miko is in her 30s. Girl, aging fears you. I mean, she's discovered the Fountain of Youth or something. Like, hello? She's just got the youthful energy, the youthful glow. Absolutely, girl. I need your secrets. Give me the skincare routine. We also find out that she is a single mother. I thought Ariel was such a compelling character, and I hope that she sticks around. I thought she was really fun. Her dynamic with Miko was very heartwarming. She's Miko's biggest fan. I love that it gives her the courage seeing her mom do her to also let loose and have a little fun. It's a very heartwarming mother-daughter dynamic. Miko's whole, she's a little fake and phony, but she does it with great intentions, so you can't hate on her. She just wants to give her fans some inspiration. But I just love her fun energy, and you're a scene stealer, Miko. A scene stealer. Now, things took a turn at the end of the episode when Kano and Mahiru kissed. Kano kissed her on the cheek. I was like, oh! Oh my goodness, what's gonna happen next? So I'm very intrigued to see how that goes. Next is My Hero Academia Season 7. Now, I will say with this show, it's lost me in recent seasons because they've leaned away from the academia and more into the heroics when I think we need more balance. The earlier seasons had more balance than that. We just have a basic battle shonen anime here now. Like, okay, everybody's doing that now. I mean, sure, you got some cool fight scenes, but you lost what made you unique. This season kicked off with Star and Stripe returning. Oh my goodness, those fight scenes were epic. She was doing her thing. It's unfortunate that it ended with her having to lose her life. What a way to go out. She went out swinging, but like, gosh, are we really gonna have all the characters that just get introduced and just take them out like that and stick with the same old, same old? That's what this show keeps doing. Like they did with Lady Naka's last season, although she might still be around, but like, who knows? I hope she pops up again. I thought she was epic. But back to Star and Stripe, I'm just like, oh, I want to see more. Like, you had a great death and you boosted the season, but like, why'd it have to be you? Couldn't it have been somebody else who's already had their time? Whatever. And shout out to my girl Momo. You're my favorite character. I hope you get some time this season. Yes. But I didn't really have much else to say. Like, they've had 2 episodes. Next is Whisper Me a Love Song. It's a cute, wholesome, school, Yuri romance. You can't really go wrong with that. Admittedly, sometimes I'm just not in the mood for romance. Like, my love life is a mess.
Ooh, there's a lot going on.
So sometimes I'm just like, I can't even deal with this right now. I don't want to see romance. That's a genre that, while I do enjoy it, sometimes I'm just not gonna like it very much. Whisper Me a Love Song is a pretty generic, run-of-the-mill romance, but I think we need that. Like, it doesn't have anything offensive in it, which is a blessing when it comes to Yuri. Oh my goodness. But that makes it a little boring for me. I'm a little bored with it. I'm still watching it. I'm still enjoying it here and there, but I'm not excited about every passing episode.
2人を応援したかったけど、ひまりちゃんの気持ちがこのまま動かないようなら、私がよりを幸せにしたい。
Oh, hooray! We're getting a love triangle. Oh, kill me. But I think they have great chemistry, and I look forward to seeing them find their love together, which they obviously will, because please, that's how all the romance anime go. If I was in a good mood, I'd be enjoying this show more. But that's not the fault of the show. It's just me.
私、木のひまりは今日から高校生です。
Himari is a fun and basic, a naive high schooler girl. She's got her fun pink hair. She's got a bubbly personality. Like, you know the type. But I mean, she does it well. She's a great lead. She's questioning, like, oh my gosh, do I love her like that? I don't want to hurt her feelings, which is like sweet. Take her into consideration, of course. Like, you two have a fun dynamic as is, so like you don't want to lose that. But yeah, she's fun. And then Yori is the basic music girl. She's in a band. She sings, blah, blah, blah. She plays guitar. She's cool. I like her. She reminds me of Shiho from Project Sekai, almost, which is fun. Hello, shout out Project Sekai. Miku Miku! She knows what she wants, and she's gonna get it in the end, so good for you, girl. I can't say I'll make it to the end of this season, but I think it's a nice addition to the Yuri lineup. Up next is Wonderful Precure. I am clearly a Precure fan. Hello. This season is unlike the others, where usually Precure has a pretty strong start. I had a really rough time with the start of this season. It was very long and drawn out. It just felt like there were pieces missing. I don't like what they've been doing the past 2-3 seasons, where they take forever to get all the girls on the lineup. Like, take an extra episode or 2 for breather, but the cast feels incomplete. Another big issue of the start of the season was the lack of action, which didn't bother me in Kira Kira. I love that season. But here, it was just the same chase scene every episode. Even when the start of the episodes were like fun, they'd always lose me once they transformed in cures. I was like, okay, I guess I don't need to pay much attention anymore. All ends in a hug. Like, of course I don't want to see the animals get hurt, but I need something. Like, gosh, give me something. It reminds me of in Delicious Party when they had that same action set every episode, and it was like, well, even if they're doing fun stuff in the fights, it's still the same background, so I'm just bored by it. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. It's a magical girl anime. Give me a satisfying fight scene. If you're not gonna do the hands-on action, give me some flashes and all of that. Like, hugging, that's the best we could do. As the end of the battle, the chase scene, the end of the chase scene. Like, ugh, I just feel like, could we have like cut those episodes in half and gotten Yuki quicker? Because Mayu and Yuki, they have won me back over, and now it's like every other Precure season. I'm having the time of my life every week watching now. Those two really round out the cast. They breathe life into it. They've got fun personalities. I'm obsessed with them. I can't wait to see Mayu become a cure. And I can't wait to see Yuki join the team and get the reveal with Mayu that she was the mysterious cure running around. Hoo hoo hoo. Speaking of characters, Iroha is usually the type of character I'd enjoy. A bit more grounded, a bit more focused. I thought her and Komugi, it just feels like they were half a character. Komugi had the personality and Iroha had the brains. Well, they had their fun moments. I don't think they were able to carry the show on their own very well. Komugi is supposed to be the lead cure. She's a dog. She can't really think for herself. Oh, and then Iroha, she doesn't have the lead cure personality. She has the second cure personality, which I adore. I adore, but they needed the rest of the cast a few episodes earlier. The last episode with Mei Mei and the Kiranins
Yosh!
was super fun and adorable. I need the plushies of all those Kiranins. The party was so cute. Like, yes, all your hugging paid off and you all got to have a little fun. Very fun show. And I'm glad that it rallied. I was really nervous there for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, is this gonna be the first Precure season that I can't finish? But no, I'll be good. I'll make it to the end of the season. I've saved the best for last. My standout of the season is Train to the End of the World. Wow. I didn't know what I was signing up for when I started it, but I have been waiting every Monday for the new episode so I could get my life together, okay? We're in a post-apocalyptic world where every village had something funky happen to it. We have these 4 girls who are looking for their friend, Toka, who went missing. We gotta find Toka. She went off in a train, so these other 4 girls went off in a train themselves to go find her. It's a really intriguing mystery. I just want to know, like, everything that happened. Oh my goodness. What a world that we've been placed in. They've done such world building with each episode. The train stops somewhere new. I'm curious if they're gonna break the format or not and have them, like, arrive somewhere and stay somewhere. I feel like we've been going, like, 2-episode arcs. I wonder. I'm ready to see, like, what's at the end of the train. Now, the first episode opens up with we see every adult was transformed into animals, and the animals were transformed into people. It was bizarre. When I knew that the show was going to be intriguing, we cut to Grandma Koyuki as a guinea pig, knitting.
Koyuki Oba-chan! Kore!
She was using her little guinea pig hands to knit. It was a sad scene, but that was just so funny and random. Every time I see Grandma Koyuki in the background tapping on the train tracks to send the girls a message, I'm just like, oh, look at you. You're not letting your guinea pig body stop you. That's when I was won over. I was like, this show, you just never know what you're going to expect next. So we had them get on the train, and then we go to the mushroom arc, which is where Akira got to shine.
なぜ抗うんだ。こっちに来ればいいのに。
And I love Kira. She's got her bob. The mushrooms were very funny and a little scary. Like, you get that mushroom on your head and you, like, lose the will to live and fight. Akira had to beat all the girls, but we saw that one mushroom stay behind, and it got Akira. Ooh.
どうしたの？なんでもない！
The arc after that is when they go to the mini village. That's when my favorite character got to shine, Reimi. Oh my goodness, she's just such a burst of energy. She's fun, she's feisty, she's energetic. She's good at rallying the team. I just adore her character, and I think she's such a breath of fresh air. She's got a fun character design. She's got her big blonde hair. She's got her flower inside. She's just everything. Her and Kira are definitely the standouts for me. But, I mean, more so Reimi. Like, girl, you're everything. But we see her go to the village, and it's a tiny village, and they start shooting tanks at her. And all the bullets are just tickling them. Oh my goodness, it was so funny. And then in the next episode, we have Reimi. She has an epic fight scene where she's like Godzilla or King Kong and just stomping around, destroying the town. It was one of the coolest action scenes I've seen in years, but it was also kind of funny. The show's just such a mix of everything. You have to watch this show. You got to see it to believe it, really. And then the last little arc we had was the zombie arc. We get a flashback of Shizuru talking to Toka. And she's like telling Toka to like give up on all her dreams. And she's like dead serious. She thinks she's being helpful. I was shocked.
赤野から星とか宇宙とか銀河系って無理無理無理。あんまり大きいこと言うと恥ずかしいっていうか、ある程度現実と折り合いつけていくもんじゃん。無理無理。もっと普通でいいじゃん。普通にしかなれないし。てか、あんまし特別とか考えなくてよくない？
And she's telling that to the girls, and they're all looking at her like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? And she like doesn't have a clue. I'm like, wow. I mean, really showing her age there for starters, but wow, I couldn't believe it. Like, I was not expecting that. It was really tragic. Like, poor Toka. Of course he'd run away too. Everything he'd been working for got crushed, and Shizuru didn't know. Toka was still young. I mean, she could achieve what she was planning on. I just stomped her out. And Shizuru, she saw no problem with it. And when she got feedback from the girls, she ran off on her own. Shizuru, girl, what are you doing? I wanted to grab her and I wanted to shake her. Like, oh my goodness. I don't hate her, but like, girl, I'm not rooting for you right now. You need to get your act together, okay? And when you see Toka, you better give her a good apology. But she gets taken in by the zombies. Zombies. We're doing zombies now. This show! Like, gosh, zombies! That's so cool! And we see Mito as the zombie queen.
元気がないね。腹でも減ったかい？
はい、そうですね。
鳥間、なんか一本食わせてやんな。
一本？ポンって。
食いな。
Who is very funny. Comedic character for sure. And of course it gets revealed that she's a fake zombie because like, we need to send those off with you because you were a talking zombie, but hey, do what you gotta do to live. I don't blame you, girl. Now, in the most recent episode, I did have a problem. All the girls put on face paint, and they had Raimi, who's a tanned character. They had her put on black face paint, blackface. Oh, it was very distracting and it rubbed me the wrong way. I'm gonna try not to hold it against the show, but I gotta mention it. I have a problem with that. But yes, we had all girls fighting the zombies, which was very epic. And I just can't wait to see what keeps going on with the show, because they just keep like raising the bar and I never know what to expect. If you're gonna watch any of the anime I spoke about today, Train to the End of the World, it is a must watch. What a show. I think it's gonna be one for the books when it's all said and done. And I'm here for it.
That's history.
That's all for today. Maybe when the shows wrap up, I'll run back through them. We'll have the next season shows, and I watched a lot of anime, so there will definitely be more anime discussed over here. But that's all for now. Until next time, bye.